It was 1983. I was 13 years of age. I had 9 jobs, and I took my mum's hand out and I put £10 in it. And I said to my mum, I'm going to give me £10 every single week. I want to start being self-sufficient and I want to start self-leading. And from that moment in time, where I felt it from 12, I was starting to map out 5-year timelines in my head of what I was going to do in life and what I was going to do in the business world. And from what I was telling people at the age of 12, I manifested and made happen at the age of 17. Now, for over 40 years, I've been involved in business in different levels, whether it's leading super houses or owning my own companies, or even consulting for companies. And one of the strategies I've always had, and I'm hoping to encourage you to do this, is my strategy, or what one of my motivations has been, is to interview everybody. What do I mean by that? I've always been, if you go back 20 odd years, 30 years, you'll see a lot of filming with me, because one of the things, I'm a very visual kinesthetic person, and one of the things I've been obsessed with is to break the story within my mind and stop believing what I'm saying to myself. The only way I can do that is gather evidence. And one of the ways I gathered evidence was doing 360s on myself, and interviewing my senior team, but then interviewing every single person within the company. But what I mean by that is not interviewing them, filming them, and putting it out, good or bad. No matter what they had to say, I would put it out. And then what I would do is I would start interviewing and asking questions on film of the suppliers. Then I would go to the customers, and then I would go to subcontractors, because there was no stone unturned. I thought, let's just tell the story. Let's tell the reality of how it is. We've got 4 or 5 divisions in this company. Let's start interviewing everybody and telling the world, here's the good, here's the bad, and here's the ugly. But guess what it's done? It's given us evidence of how we're going to improve. Now, I want you to feel right now how you would feel doing that. You're the leader of the company, but you're going to put yourself out like that. How does that make you feel? That's what I'm asking you to do. It's what I've done for decades. Not picking and choosing what's the story I want to put out. I am very, very hungry for supreme evaluation, the speed of change and the speed of execution. And the only way that you can get that is by getting feedback, but not just feedback from who you choose and pick and choose like a pick and mix. This is about everybody, and I mean everybody. And I'll tell you, it's pretty liberating. And as a leader, it frees your soul, because then when you're having focus groups to talk about how you're going to improve, guess what you're dealing with? Raw data. You're hearing it from other stakeholders that you're partnering. Half the time people are making decisions of improvement of what's going on in their head, which is an assumption. I would rather just hear it for the person, put it out and tell the world, and then tell the world, here's what we found, and here's how we're going to improve. So I'm asking you again, are you willing to put yourself out, everybody that you employ, it's in your whole company out, your suppliers, your subcontractors and your customers, and even people for the sector to get their opinion as well? Let's get it all out. Over to you.